It's all you love and know. It's Cannibal Video.
All right, guys, here we're to talk about Season 2, Episode 11 of The Good Place. So what did you think about this episode?
I didn't love it. We ended up kind of...
It was kind of the opposite of the things I liked about the last episode, where it wasn't all these amazing new locations. It was all in one location. It picks up directly after they jump to the portal, and they have some interesting thoughts on who the judge is and what it is. They see a burrito, it must be the judge.
Yeah, I think in like the preview image before you click on this episode on Netflix,
it's them looking at a burrito?
It's like the four of them looking at a desk that has a burrito, and I was like, it better not be a fucking burrito. And it was not. The judge was eating it. So off the top of my head, I really hate that they keep making the joke that something tastes or smells like an idea. And they did and they did that twice again.
What was the taste of her hot sauce?
Jealousy?
Jealousy.
I'm making that up.
Envy?
Envy? Something
don't
horrible? Oh, and Chipotle! Like, it's horrible.
Yeah,
it's like a horrible joke. They keep doing it.
It's not a good one, and I don't like it, but it doesn't offend me, as some things do, and I don't have an example of the good offensive stuff.
Okay.
But I understand what you're saying.
It keeps coming up, though, and I keep not liking it. And I will forgive them 2-3 times making any joke. But this joke keeps happening, and I keep saying, I wish you wouldn't do that. Why do you smell like anger and confusion? Like, ask me, and it's like, it's a Transformer, right? The whole thing. Like,
Michael Bay.
They keep doing it. Yeah.
There's a problem with humor and how it works is that sometimes calling things back a million times is the funniest shit ever.
Yeah.
And it's a fine line between like, oh, am I doing it right or am I wrong?
Right.
And for some idiot, that's fucking amazing. And I
agree.
love that shit. And they're the guy in the focus group.
I think it's objectively good to structure your whole show like that and to call back to things. But subjectively, because I don't like that, it's killing me.
Yeah, I hear you.
Anyway, enough of that. They give them each different tests. They all fail. Some stuff's kind of obvious. Some stuff's not. You know what I'm saying? It's the whole.
It's irony though
thing.
that like like the worst of them all. Presumably.
Is she,
I think
though?
she is.
Oh.
The reason I think she's
from like the original. From Earth. Yes. Yeah. Of course.
So like she's like Jason arguably could be worse, but he's such an idiot that he doesn't even realize he's doing bad.
He can't be
things.
held responsible for his actions.
She knows what she's doing, so she's worse. I don't know. What like there wasn't much humor in this episode either. Like okay, yeah, I get it. She did these things, but like anyone who fails this test, especially with how simple some of these things were, like Tahani, walk to the end of this aisle and open the door.
Yeah.
And she can't not do that. You're going to be doomed for all eternity.
Right.
Presumably, all the things you want are in the good place anyway.
Yes. No,
so
and
that stuff, it kind of just makes me angry where it's like insulting almost. Like, are you telling me this person is so bad at being a person that they can't do, I don't know what, 30-yard step?
That's how they end up in hell. You or I could do that because that's not our Achilles heel. We're not the ones who need to know what Stephen Hawking and whoever.
But even if it was something that I really like,
you could, so they wouldn't
give these amazing things.
They wouldn't give you that test. Then.
No, but I'm saying
they would give you a different test.
Where it's like okay, throw away these possessions that are only one of a kind to get into heaven. Yeah.
No, I totally agree with you. I'm trying to represent the viewpoint of like the show and all that stuff. Obviously, yes. Whatever I hate doing, I could dance for like 3 hours, get into heaven. Sure. Anytime.
Could you win a dance contest?
Yes.
Against
I don't know.
Dancers?
I mean,
those are the true tests.
Old people, maybe? No. Young people? No. No, I couldn't. Absolutely no one.
Going to hell.
I'm going to hell because I can't dance, because I can't bust a move, because dancing is forbidden.
We'll get you, I don't know, You've Been Served or something, and you'll watch that on repeat until you're doing head spins.
What's that called? Spin, take something?
Break dancing?
There's a movie. Series of movies. Step Up.
Sure.
Nailed it. First try. The problem. Michael shows up.
Yes.
He gets out. We can talk about that or whatever. And it kind of ends the way the last one ended, with Michael showing up and being like, "Hey guys, what's up?" Right?
Yeah.
Which I
with Janet.
I kind of appreciate.
Who's
that
not
whole
a
thing.
marble.
Did you even for the smallest moment think that she was a marble?
I was willing to entertain the idea that she became a marble and that Michael could get her out. I never thought that she was dead or gone or anything like that.
Here's what I thought. 1% chance she is a marble, but it's like, oh, just add water and like neutrinos, and then she's magically back. 99% chance that's the other Janet.
Yeah.
And Janet's continue to evolve because and then she's Matrix fighting with Sean.
Yeah.
All that stuff, throwing him brutally against the wall and killing him.
Almost interestingly, it's like I'm like, he is a demon though. I'm like, what is it? At what point are you just a bitch? Like,
Well, and like, why do the demons have in their like demons who are bad? Like, heaven makes perfect sense. You would create these avatars that have powers far beyond your own. But in the demon world, where you literally create them to be like you fat dink and all that stuff,
well,
they
in
could
fairness,
just kick your ass.
This is one of the heaven ones, though. So they didn't create this one. So maybe you're right.
Maybe she has powers.
Maybe because she's of pure goodness or neutrality, she can fight evil. Or she's like a daywalker,
or her like evolution or something explains it. Yeah, that would be interesting. There's a whole other show.
I think we're reading into it farther than they have.
Like literally like entire chapters farther.
Yeah,
yes.
yeah.
No, but there's a whole other more interesting show here that explores that reality, where goodness and badness are positions in space-time, and she's seeing through the matrix and doing stuff. I like all that. But they get out. There's like a scheme. She's like, "Ha-ha!" And I'm like, "I knew that." Ha!
Yeah.
All that stuff. And that's really all that happens. That's kind of
the episode is kind of a dud for me.
My main criticism, because there was it wasn't like torture. It wasn't like a problem to get through it. But now that I'm through it, I'm no further than I was before I started.
That's an issue this show has, especially with the ability to reset things in general. You have this thing where it's like a horrible circle where you just keep going nowhere. And like, we ended this episode almost exactly where we began, because Michael presumably is going to now argue their case as a real champion or whatever they call
Judge, do-over, mulligan. Oh, there's one line where he's like, "That's devastating. You're devastated right now." I laughed at that. All right, one joke. Sorry.
One joke.
Go on.
Then at the end, they're looking at the pictures from their time there, and the last one is them, and you're like, "That I knew that was going to happen." Like, it was such an obvious joke.
Yeah.
Yeah. Come on, man, pick it up.
Yeah. The show has some really bright moments, and now we're doing a few things here that are not.
We're kind of falling short of where I would like to be.
Well, and the season's like coasting to an end. There's like 12 or 13 in the whole season, so I feel like we're foaming the runway. We're coming in hot, and we're just going to end the season. And hopefully we know where they're going or what they're doing. But at this point, I'm just kind of like, okay. And I still hate Jason. Who said we're going to like Jason? I don't like Jason.
Yeah, still hate Jason.
Still 100%. Post a comment. I hate him. He sucks. All right. That's all I got.
All right, guys. That was this episode of The Good Place. Let us know in the comments what you thought about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.